Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of Netherwood TV on Friday the 14th of October. I'm Nikki Whip.
And I'm Ben Wilsden, and we're both Year 11 senior prefects.
In today's episode, we will be looking at some best work from the history department.
We'll also be hearing from the PE department, as well as taking a look at what went on in the Enterprise bus.
Mr Hawcroft, the curriculum leader for history, has highlighted some best work this week.
You can now see on screen the best work of Holly Wood in Year 7.
Her work was one of the highest levels in class because not only did she use her investigation skills to work out what source meant, she also used contextual knowledge. Her work was of GCSE standard.
Well done, Holly.
Okay, now on to an announcement from Mr Scott, the curriculum leader in computing.
Year 7s have the opportunity to play FIFA on Xbox One on the big screen and learn coding from 2:30 to 3:30 every Wednesday, starting this Wednesday at CO14. I wouldn't mind having a go myself, it sounds really interesting.
As we said, if you're in Year 7, you can turn up to the club on a Wednesday, 2:30 to 3:30pm. Now, let's see what is happening over in PE.
Now onto an update from our PE department, and we will start with a message from Miss Thompson.
Our Year 8 netball team had their first match last week against Penistone. Unfortunately they lost, but played really well and demonstrated great sportsmanship throughout.
Our player of the match was Ellie Dryden with some amazing shooting skills. Thank you to our two team managers, Georgia Marsh and Chloe Hughes, who helped organise and cheer on our team.
Well done, girls. Now on to a message from Mr O'Loughlin with regards to Year 7, 8 and 9 football at Penistone last week.
Yes, last week Netherwood played at Penistone, and unfortunately none of our teams won. The score were as follows. Year 7 lost 6-1, Year 8 also lost 5-0, and finally Year 9 lost against Penistone 2-0.
Come on guys, you can do better than that.
Finally, on to a message from Mr Stones. Next week's sporting fixtures are on Wednesday the 19th of October, with Year 7 football playing at home against Shafton in the SYSFA Cup. Please see Mr Stones if you have any inquiries with this match.
Also, it's all years cross country at Cannon Hall next week, so if you have any questions, please contact Miss Thompson.
That's all our announcements from PE this week.
Let's move on to some general school news and reminders.
Well done to last week's winner, Christopher Walker in Year 10, who wins the attendance award and takes home a £15 medal hall voucher.
Congratulations to both our punctuality winners also, Ewan Jones in Year 9 and Leah Thompson in Year 9 on winning our punctuality award.
Well done all. This week I Know I Can from Barnsley Council have been in school with their Enterprise bus.
Some Year 8 students were invited on the bus and had to come up with new product ideas. Let's take a look at what they got up to.
It gives you ideas on what you want to do when you're older, enterprising, like making ideas for what you're going to do in your future and things like that.
We had to pick something we had to make our own product out of the Argos catalogue, and we've made this baking tray that you use with your tablet and then it makes all your food for you.
Well done Year 8, you came up with some really innovative ideas.
Now on to a message from Miss Smith, the curriculum leader for performing arts.
If any students are wanting to sign up for drums, guitar, keyboard or piano lessons to start after half term, please write your name on the lesson sign up sheet outside of AO15.
Lessons cost £48 per term or £24 for half a term for joint lessons.
Please see Miss Smith if you have any questions.
Moving on to a message from Mrs Watkins.
Just a reminder to Year 11 who are in Lesson 6 English that they will have another session on Tuesday the 18th of October. We look forward to seeing everyone attend.
Also, we will be updating you next week when a new writing club will be starting.
Now let's go over to food technology and see what's been happening with this week's Heats of the Chef competition.
Okay, we're currently in food technology.
And we are joined by Mrs Wilson, who is a curriculum leader for food technology, who's going to tell us what has been happening with the Future Chef Heats.
Fine, okay, so we're on Heat 2 of Future Chef last night. We had 6 people entering. We had Heat 1 last week with 2 winners. We've actually got 3 winners coming through from Heat 2 because they were so good. 2 winners and a runner-up. And the winners are Josh Glazard in Year 8, Sonny Renison in Year 7 and Katie Bailey in Year 11. The table of food was empty when the judges left. They did a really good job. We were very proud of them. The final of both of the heats is next Thursday and our senior leadership team are judging that one.
Okay, that's about it for this week.
Don't forget that we break up next week on Friday the 21st of October.
Students are to return to school on Tuesday the 1st of November because Monday is an inset day. Also, you might have noticed some posters around school, as this year Netherwood will be hosting its own Christmas fair.
The fair will take place on Wednesday the 7th of December, 5:30 or 7:30 at Netherwood.
We want to invite all the students, families and local surrounding community to this event, so try and make it. And dare I say it, do a bit of Christmas shopping if you want.
Now before we go, Romeo and Jake asked you the following question last week.
What is the meat traditionally used to make your cottage pie?
The correct answer was beef. A few of you answered lamb, which that is the meat traditionally used to make shepherd's pie.
Well done if you got it right. This week's question is a shocker. How many weeks is it until Christmas?
That's it for this week. Don't forget to comment your answer below.
Thank you for watching Netherwood TV. See you next week at 10:25 AM.